welcome to my channel. My name is Tibedi and I am a registered dietitian, also a proud owner of Tibedi Dietitians. Yay! This is officially my very first video, and as per request, today I'm going to be doing a video on my own story, or like my journey of like how I became a registered dietitian. Okay, so yeah, it has become a bizarre thing for a lot of people. People have been asking me like, hey, Mayana Leader, how did you become a registered dietitian? I mean, what was the journey? What inspired you? How did you know about it? How did you find out about it? And everything like that. Okay, so if you know someone or you are that person that wonders how I became a dietitian, or if you know anyone that would like to know how I became a dietitian, or even if it's not just me per se, but like how someone becomes a registered dietitian, then stay tuned because this content is for you. So first things first, guys, hey? So growing up, my mom was a chef, right? So she always cooked up a storm, like literally. So I was always exposed to food in a good sense. Like she'd always make me cook with her and bake with her and all sorts of things that's got to do with food. So I really loved food. Like growing up in J, I really just loved food. So I think that played a role a little bit, yeah, onto like how I finally decided to become a registered dietitian. A dietitian, by the way, is a health professional who is an expert when it comes to food and nutrition, and she's able to give medical nutritional advice when it comes to anything that is problematic in that area. Okay, so we diagnose and we treat nutrition problems at an individualized and also at a public level. All right, in one of my videos I'll do the roles of a dietitian, but today we're just going to be focusing on how I became one. Also, I consider myself a very compassionate person. I'm a bit sensitive and I love helping people. I love listening to people, helping people, that sort of thing. So because of that character, I always knew that I'm going to end up working in the health sector, okay, or the health department, just because of like I like helping people. That is just me, and I help people from a very compassionate point of view. So I really do gel a lot more when it comes to helping. So I knew that I'm going to be in the health sector no matter what. Also, another thing is that oh guys, I was very smart in primary school, believe it or not. I was really smart. I was like those naturally intelligent students. Yes, I was very smart. And guys, believe me when I say I didn't even put so much effort into like studying. I mean, it's primary. So I didn't put so much effort into studying and knowing things. And I just listened and I grasped concepts from there. So yeah, I was very smart growing up. I was even head girl in my primary. Yeah, if you went to primary school with me, you're sitting there like, yeah, she's telling the truth. She is telling the truth. So anyway, the reason why I pointed this out is because every time there would be like parents meetings or prize giving and things like that, my teachers would be speaking to my parents and telling them, you know what, this one is a very smart one. She's going to be a doctor one day. Okay, so I actually grew up believing that I'm going to be a doctor. And you know that thing of me always believing that I'm going to work in the health sector, I believed that maybe I could be a doctor, you know. So actually it became a dream of my parents for me to become a doctor, and they kind of instilled it in me as well to kind of look to work towards becoming a medical doctor. Yeah, so it was either that or engineering, you know, typical black parents. I'm sorry to say this, but yeah, if you're smart and you're getting good grades, you're either going to be a doctor or an engineer. So funny enough, this whole thing or this whole journey actually started in primary school, where I remember it was in one of our subjects. I can't remember exactly which subject it was. it was either natural sciences. I think it was natural sciences. I can't remember well, but we had this homework where we had to elaborate on a statement, and this statement said, "You are what you eat." So obviously you had to do like homework and kind of understand what do they mean by that concept, "You are what you eat." Does that mean like I change character? Today I can be pizza, tomorrow I can be spinach. What did it mean? So that kind of intrigued me because while we were doing that research, I got to find out a lot more about food, actually about nutrition, moreover than food, because I knew a lot about food, but now I got to know about nutrition. Fast forward to high school, grade 8 and 9 went okay in terms of academics and schoolwork and stuff. But now obviously you needed to put in more effort, you needed to study actually and stuff like that. So for me, it was kind of a foreign concept because, like I said, I never put effort, but I was always top of the class. Like I was always number one. So yeah, I kind of struggled a bit with that, but I managed grade 8 and 9. My grades were actually very good. I still have like certificates and things like that for academics for grade 8 and 9. But honey, that was it. I'm not proud, okay? I'm not proud. But what I'm getting to is we did this aptitude test in grade 9. Yes, you guys remember that? Yes, so aptitude test will tell you based on how you answered it. I think it was a multiple choice thing. Yeah, based on how you answered it, it will tell you what career path is more suitable for you. Okay, so what I got is medicine, I got technology, I got engineering field. And the nice thing about that, the results from that test is they spread it out, so they don't just say medicine and then leave it there. They'll say medicine and then they'll just elaborate, like put in all the different careers that you can be doing in the medical field. And I got to know a lot of other careers in medicine that I wasn't actually aware of. Things like physiotherapy, things like your psychiatry and things like that. So yeah, then I did my research on them because obviously I was interested in the medical field. Like I was not interested in the technology and the engineering. So I didn't do any research on that actually. But yeah, quite funny enough, dietetics was not on there. Dietetics is not really like a very well-known degree by then, or like career by then. I don't know, but it wasn't there. Regardless, it wasn't there. So how I found out about dietetics actually is one day me and my mom were watching TV, and we were actually watching 3 Talk with Nolene on SABC 3. So normally they'd have like a guest speaker, and on that day they were interviewing a registered dietitian, and that's how I actually got to find out that there's something called dietetics, believe it or not. So yeah, from there, I mean, the dietitian on the show really explained what is a dietitian, their role, working in a hospital, working in private, all of those things. But I didn't really grasp, the gist of it. I didn't grasp everything actually also. So what I did then, I went and did my own research, and yeah, I fell in love, guys. I fell in love. Like, everything started to fall in together. It made sense that this is for me, you know what I'm saying? And also at the time, guys, my marks were not looking good enough for me to apply for medicine. But I applied anyways, okay? Yeah, I mean, of course I applied. Yeah, so my grades were good enough for me to get into dietetics. So yeah, I was very like feeling positive about it and very excited to actually do this thing. And the more I learned about it, the more excited I was. But the one thing that I wish I could have done actually when I decided that I wanted to be a dietitian, I should have actually went and shadowed a working dietitian. I didn't do that, but we move. So yeah, I applied for dietetics at the then Medunsa. It's now called Sefako Mokgato University, SMU, and I also applied at UP, the University of Pretoria. And essentially, I studied at the University of Pretoria. Yay! So yeah, I am a TICS alumni. Okay, yeah. One day I'll do another video, a whole video on on my journey studying at the University of Pretoria. I think that will be very, very interesting. But yeah, I studied dietetics at the University of Pretoria. The first year of studying, though, without going into a lot of details, I felt like I didn't belong. Like, I felt like, what is this? Because in first year we do a lot of science. Yeah, there isn't a lot of things dietetics related. I think we only had one module, and like even that module, yeah. Oh, guys, it was called DTT, Dietetics. Hey. Yeah, man, like even that module, you didn't quite feel like you're studying for dietetics, you know. So yeah, I was quite lost and frustrated, and I felt like it's not for me, and but because I really loved it, I I asked around, you know, from my seniors, and they were like, no, actually, in the upcoming years, second, third, you will do more dietetics related modules, and you will feel like a dietitian as time goes on. And yeah, that's how I then stayed and studied dietetics. Yes, guys. So yeah, and it was true what they said actually, because in the second and the third year, yeah, especially the third year, that's where you actually learn a lot about dietetics, and we actually did practicals beginning from the third year. So yeah, now I loved it. Now, I mean, it wasn't easy, guys. It wasn't easy, okay? Woo! But I gave it my all. I gave it my all, because the more I got to learn about it, the more I loved it, the more I fell in love with it. Like, nutrition was just for me. It is for me, okay? So yeah, I just stuck it through, and yay! Miguel graduated 2019 April. I graduated and got my dietetics degree. So yeah, right now I am actually practicing as a registered dietitian, registered with the HPCSA, which is our board. Yeah, I am registered, and I actually have my own private practice, Tibeti Dietitians. So I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it, and I am loving it. I am loving it. I won't lie. If I had to choose again, if I had to go back in time and choose a degree or choose a career, I think I'd still choose dietetics. I'm actually not sure what else I would do. I'm actually not sure what else I'd do. But because like being in the field, you learn a lot. Like sometimes you don't want to be a dietitian for that day. I won't lie. Being in the field is quite different than learning about it. So I still love it. Yeah, I think I'll still be a dietitian even if I had to start over again. Alright, my lovies, I hope you really enjoyed this video, and you will stay tuned for more videos that are coming up, because I am now a YouTuber. Okay, I have now joined the streets. Although I'm new, I'm learning. Okay, so like and I will deliver. Okay, I promise you guys that I will deliver. Please do the right thing. Okay, like this video, comment down below, and subscribe my honeys, please subscribe, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.